The Trump meme coins, ladies and gentlemen, it has been around for more than 3 months now. Crazy how fast time flies. Now, it just had its massive unlock of 40 million tokens, about 4% of the total supply to the Trump Foundation or organizations and its associates companies. And the price of Trump is still being traded at about 71% increase in a 7-day average. One of the top gainers in the meme coin category is crazy. So this video, we're going to be talking about the Trump meme coin, giving you my thoughts about its price projection for 2025. My name is Daily and welcome to Crypto Ninjas. But before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to Crypto Ninjas and use all our referral links for 20% off of the trading fees on exchanges for life. Thank you very much. First, let's talk about the official Trump background. So it is basically a meme token. No, I'm sorry. Actually, it's a meme card. They call it meme card because they want to avoid the whole token thing. You know what I mean? For legal reasons, obviously. So it was launched by Trump's organization and its associates, right, on Solana blockchain back in January 2025. Just 2 days before the President Trump's official inauguration day. So, I mean, even though they claim that this meme card is not political, you know what I mean, but its imagery and its marketing campaigns heavily reference, President Trump's images and slogans. I mean, he's still the president, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean by it's not political? Basically, it's basically his brand and his face on all of these things, right? So yeah, they just sang it for, again, political reasons. They cannot get involved, but it's heavily influenced by, President Trump himself. As I said, the token was launched by Trump's organization and its associates, the CIC, Digital LLC, and Fight LLC, the two companies that are affiliated with Trump's organizations. You can find out about that information right down here. And these two companies, they are in charge of about 80% of the Trump cards, the Trump meme cards. And here's the thing, they will receive the trading revenue derived from trading activities of Trump meme cards. Now, I believe when the meme coin was just launched, it attracted hundreds of billions of dollars in trading, like volume. And basically in just a few days, they attracted like almost $1 billion in trading revenue only on Meteora, right? So the token is basically listed on Binance and Meteora. Meteora is, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a decentralized liquidity pool where you can just create a token pair and add liquidity to it. And so, people, basically the Trump organization, they add the token in it and they add the stable coins in it and they rig up all of the fees from it. But of course, they also need to share it with other people who also deposit it in the pool, right? But the amount is like over $1 billion in trading volume. So they do make a lot of money with that. And look at this right now, the volume in 24 hours is about $3.6 billion. Now, this volume, only about 10% came from Meteora. So let's say about like what, $360 million came from Meteora. Now they're gonna rack up quite good, I would say, revenue every day, you know what I mean? Even though it's not as big as the first day, but it's still a lot of money. But still, I'm just saying, right? And so these two companies, we don't really know who they are, but they're working heavily with Trump. They even launched the Trump cards, the collectible cards before with Trump, and it was a huge success, right? So yeah, this new project now is a new venture of them, and beyond its status as just a meme token, the Trump coin or the card, it also has a few utilities that I think we should name. But first of all, before you say anything, this token is not a financial instrument. You should not invest in this token with an expect of a return. All right, so read the disclaimer and everything. I'm just saying that within the whole Trump ecosystem, there can be a bunch of utilities that if you hold the Trump token, you can use. For example, you can purchase the Trump merchandise, right? Like his sneakers, Trump sneakers, and his watches and fragrances, different things. You can also, be invited to his dinner. So that's actually what happened today, actually. So 4 hours ago, they announced that the top Trump coin holders will have a private dinner with the President Trump himself, on May 22nd at the beautiful Trump National Club in Washington, D.C. Look, if you want to be within the top 220 people holding the Trump token, a little fun fact, you only need about $400,000 to hold the token. Now that might change after the video is released because more people would be, buying the token because they want to, have dinner with President Trump, right? But around $400,000 at the time of making this video, you will be invited. Okay, all right, enough about this whole utility thing. Let's talk about the price projection of the official Trump meme card in 2025. So as you can see right here, if you click on all, the token was just launched in early January, right? So 3 months ago approximately. The token went up to the all-time high of about $73. So that was a crazy day, right? And then look at that, right? It went down heavily, and then made a little bit of recovery to about $24 in February, so a month after that, and went down even further, right? Lower lows, and then just recover a little bit to about $16, $17. So lower lows, lower highs, right? So that's not a good sign, right? What you want to see is like higher lows and higher highs. That's indicates an upward trend. But as you can see right here, it is not really an upward trend. Back in January and February. So in March, the token also suffered heavy losses. So it went down to the all-time low of I think about $7.26, right? And it is recovering pretty nicely. And just 2 days, 3 days ago, right, it went up to about $13.3 on some exchanges. The wick, the candle even reached like $15-16. So congratulations to those who bought at the bottom, right? You guys made it. So what I think about the price of Trump is this, right? I think right now the market is in a very good sentiment, right? Bitcoin is, I think, reclaiming about $94,000 already, so that's a good sign, right? And I think it's gonna keep on going up as well to at least about $95,000 before crushing down a little bit. But at the end of 2025, I think it's going to be a very good year. Bitcoin might even go back up and reclaim its all-time high of about 106 or 110, I think, $1,000, right? So it's going to go back to its all-time high and even break that all-time high at the end of 2025. And so with that, I think the Trump token, it is going to reach about $23 to about $25 at the end of this year. It might even reach like $30 at the end of this year as well. However, I'm gonna be very conservative, right? I'm gonna say like $23-25 is gonna be my take profit price if I were to buy it right here. So that's my price prediction for Trump token in 2025. I think it can easily reach $25 at the end of this year. The Trump team is no joke. They have the money, they have the professionals, they can obviously do this thing. And with Trump being very bullish about crypto, he's gonna be mentioning cryptos a lot of times on his socials, and he's gonna be maybe mentioning the token Trump meme card on his posts as well. And that's it, man. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please like and subscribe to Crypto Ninjas for more contents like this. Also, make sure to comment down below what you think about the price of Trump in 2025. Use all of our referral links for different exchanges for 20% off of the trading fees to trade Trump for the best fees possible. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you in our next video. Daily out.